I believe that the legacy of Mac Changers is that students that make up their solutions, they can go on and actually implement those ideas into the Hamilton community. That is what happened a few years ago, where I've actually been volunteering with a group of students that were able to maintain that communication and that relationship with a community partner, and then implement their solution into the community through creating an organization. And within that organization, we have taken insights from Hamilton businesses, mainly downtown, that had English as their second language. And during the pandemic, they were unable to really attract customers and they were losing business. What these students thought of is to take very important information from the businesses and then translate them into English from their original language. So this created a group of students from diverse backgrounds with great knowledge in languages and culture, etc., and just really come together and be able to share their insights and their knowledge about these businesses to their communities and to other communities, so that everyone can come together and enjoy the diverse community that Hamilton has, especially downtown, throughout their businesses.
So our project was mainly focused on hosting community dialogue events that gave Hamiltonians the opportunity to talk about their hopes, concerns, and desires for the Hamilton LRT. I think with an infrastructure project that is as big as the LRT, it can have very positive impacts, but also very negative impacts on certain groups of people. So it was an opportunity for people to come and share what they think, and hopefully the data that we collected at those dialogue events will inform a community benefits agreement between Metrolinx, the City of Hamilton, and the Hamilton Community Benefits Network, and make sure that the LRT is able to benefit all members of the community as much as possible.
And how has this experience impacted your goals, or also how has it shaped your goals?
Yeah, I think I learned a lot about myself through this project and the kinds of work that I'm interested in. I really realized that I like being in group settings and working in collaborative settings to work on difficult challenges with others, and it really helped inform what my personal values are, but also what some of my career values are as well.
Before we had to pause our project because of the COVID-19 pandemic, we had recruited between 10 and 15 new cyclists, and all of these new cyclists were women. And so that was really interesting because we knew that women face different barriers to cycling than men do, and that women in general only represent about 30% of cyclists. So the fact that all of the new cyclists who came out to be mentored and to participate in group rides were women really encouraged us, because we knew that we had identified a need, and that something that we were offering through the program was helping to address that need. And most of these women also happen to live in areas that don't currently have sufficient cycling infrastructure. So that also helped us to show that there is a desire to cycle in areas that don't currently have sufficient infrastructure, and that can also help us to make the case that we need to continue building infrastructure, not just in the downtown core, but across the city. And so now that in-person cycling events have resumed again this year, I'm looking forward to pivoting the project and identifying new ways of adapting it so that people will still be able to come out to group rides and participate in mentorship activities. And it's my goal and hope that we'll continue to have more people who are interested in participating in a cycling mentorship program.